What's up, everyone? Obviously, it's been a while since I posted something, but pretty much I just wanted to take a little break. I got super busy with work. You know, I got that new S13. I've been finding parts for it, and you know, for a while I was just working on it like every day, and I kind of just got a little burned out. But I'm gonna be using 3000 grit, probably as a wet sand, just so I don't mess anything up too bad. Alright, so I just went around and as you can see I scuffed up pretty much everything. There's a few spots where I couldn't really get to and it's no big deal. I had to sand that off just because he painted over it. Alright, I got a little pop-up tent thingy up. I wiped down the bay with some rubbing alcohol. I taped off part of the floor, covered the window motor, the steering column, and the throttle cable. One thing I don't see people do enough is use aluminum foil to mask stuff off. Like in the engine bay, it's super easy because it folds around everything, so it's a good tip. But anyway, I'm gonna set the camera up on a time lapse and I'm gonna spray some coats down on this. Alright, I just did one full coat on everything, and this color looks amazing. I love this color. So far, I haven't had any issues with paint. The paint's not reacting weird, it's not running, it's sticking very well. I'm really happy with it. I have a bunch of cans, so I'm going to be doing more coats, and it doesn't really hurt to do extra coats on an engine bay because it does get beat up. So I'm probably going to do a couple more cans or so, and then I have some glitter that I want to try and put on here. And then once I do that, I'll clear coat it. You want to do a lot of clear coat on this, on the engine bay, just because it does get touched and tools on it and whatnot, and it can ruin it. So a lot of clear coat also helps just preserve it. There's a few spots like there where I need to get at a different angle at it, but in general I think this looks amazing. This is gonna look really good with the color that I plan on making the car. But yeah, I will do some more coats. I'll update you guys once I throw the glitter on it, just so you guys can see what it'll look like. Alright y'all, I said I'd come back after the glitter, and I definitely glittered. I think it looks pretty cool. And trust me, it'll match, it'll all look really good once it's all together. But I kind of ran out of glitter up there, so I think I'm just gonna go over it real quick and spray that part gray again, and just have the strut towers be glittery. Well, the strut towers forward. But it looks really good. I like it. And I mean, all of that you pretty much won't see anyway because of the motor and the brake booster and whatnot. But I wanted to do all up there until I ran out. I mean, there's probably enough down in there and all over the floor to do it. I think if I didn't spill right here, I would have been fine. But either way, it's no big deal. I'm happy with it. I didn't expect it to be like amazing, but I actually really like it. So all I'm gonna do now is go over this with a bunch of coats of heavy clear coat, just so I know that the glitter is not gonna come back out. So I'll do that and then I'll update you guys later. Alright, so not much appearance wise has changed. It's real glossy. I went ahead and painted up there because I kind of ran out. I just covered it up with gray. Looks good. But this came out really good. I'm super happy with it. And if you were curious on how I did the glitter, my girlfriend goes to raves all the time, so she just has a bunch of like body glitter. It's just glitter. And I took the clear coat and I would spray, like if I wanted to do it right here, I would spray this whole area with clear coat, pour a little in my hand and blow it onto the car. And then you go over it with clear coat again to make sure that it stays and is covered. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I took all the tape and everything off, and I'm just gonna let it sit out here and dry. So I'm really happy with it, obviously. This is a drift car, not like a show car, so it really doesn't matter how it came out. I'm just happy it's not pink anymore. So yeah. I honestly don't have much else planned for today, just because I don't have any of the motor parts or anything like that. But I got the full interior painted. It's all done. This might still be a little tacky, but the rest of it's all dry. So yeah. Alright, so obviously I think the engine bay came out pretty good. I can't complain about it. It's what I wanted it to look like, so it's pretty cool. But the other big thing that I got done with the car that I actually didn't film like anything of was a custom chassis harness. I decided, well, first of all, the car didn't come with one, and I tried to find one out here and I picked one up, but it was all like tore to pieces and like wires twisted together with no solder or anything. So I decided to just take the connectors off of it, cut them off, and then rewire the whole chassis harness myself, basically. I've never really done anything like that, but honestly I think it turned out pretty well. There's a few more things I need to add on to it, like some license plate lights and the running lights, but other than that it came out pretty good. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how that came out, because honestly I'm kind of proud of it. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I also picked up a front end for the car, and I got new wheels and tires, and I swapped my old coilovers from the red car onto this one. But yeah, that is the mess of the chassis harness. I've also acquired a handful of parts that I've just kind of threw on, but in here is what I spent most of my time on. So like I was saying, I made a full custom wiring harness for the chassis. It's not completely done yet, because I mean I still need to do the push to start and run the wires for the alternator and the starter and whatnot, but I can't do that till I get that done. But it came out pretty good. The headlights come on with the stock switch, the high beams come on with the stock switch, the wipers they still work with the stock switch, but only on one speed because it's a pain to try and wire it to the little twisty thing. And then I also got a switch panel set up. So far I got the fuel pump, the running lights, and then I'm gonna leave these for accessories. But it's got a voltmeter, 2 USBs, and a cigarette lighter. And then I got a battery disconnect, a breaker, and my fuse box. So it's honestly pretty cool. But yeah, got it looking pretty decent in here. For anyone curious, these are what are they? Rota Shakatans. They're based off of the Hayashi Streets. Yes, they're reps, but try and find a set of Hayashi Streets and I'll give you these for free. But yeah, I was super excited to pick up this front end because it's honestly pretty straight and pretty clean. It's got like paint chips and a couple dings, but other than that it's not bad. It's really pretty decent for an S13 front fenders. I got them for like 50 bucks, the whole front end, because the dude didn't want it anymore, so couldn't say no. But yeah, I also got the head all tore apart. I do need to replace some valves. I noticed that a couple of them were a little smoked, but that's no big deal. I ordered a couple valves for it, and then once those show up, I'll head to the machine shop, have them do a valve job, resurface, and then I can start putting the motor back together. So that's pretty much gonna do it for this update video, just because I don't really have much else to do right now, just because I've kind of been taking a break. But just wanted to update you guys and let you know, like, I didn't die, I didn't give up or anything. But yeah, I also made the key for the hatch out of a 240 Hot Wheel. So, you know, I've just been relaxing, or trying to at least. So I'll try and post more.